Guys, so I got another knife for you guys today. Ignore my swatting. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here, freaking all over the place. Anyway, got another knife for you today. It's a Tops, if you can tell by the sheath, and it's the Tops Baja 4.5. Now the thing about this knife in particular, I wanted it really bad for one reason and one reason only, and that is because of the thickness of it. That is perfect to me. Now before we go any further in it, I'm going to give you quick little specs on it, length, all that, and I've got it written down on my little handy cheat sheet. The overall length of the Tops knife is 9.25 inches. The blade is 4.88 inches with the cutting edge of 4.5 inches. You know, from here to here, 4.5 inches. The thickness of it is 0.160 inches or 5/32, however you want to say it. And that's what I was looking for, that 5/32. Bigger than an 1/8, but smaller than 3/16. That is, to me, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Without the sheath, just the knife in my hand, it weighs 6.2 ounces. With the knife and the sheath together, that's a whole total of 12 ounces. You can feel it on your belt. Anyway, this thing is sharp. I mean, oh my God, stupid sharp. Look at that, right through it, no problem. Cut you out a circle right there, guys. That's how stupid sharp this is. And I'm assuming, this is my first Tops knife, but I'm assuming they all come this stupid sharp. I would hope so, at least. I mean, come on, guys. Anyway, enough with the paper cutting and wasting of the trees. Just a little bit more of a look at it. Now, this knife in particular comes with a leather dangler sheath. Comes in black or brown, depending on where you buy it from. Like I bought mine from eBay, and the only ones I could find on eBay were black. It's cheaper on eBay than it is buying from the Tops website, including Amazon. It's cheaper on Amazon as well. Now this knife comes with a, they say it's green micarta. It looks more brown to me than anything, but whatever. It's got the Phillips, because you know everybody has a Phillips, and that's kind of what America goes by. My son's yelling at me. Hold on 1 second. He wants me to turn on the water. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, green micarta handles. Yeah, green micarta handles, but they look brown. On both sides it has the bow drill hole. And I'm not going to show you how to do that because I myself really can't do it. I've never even tried to do it, nor do I really care to try to do it. Because when it comes to making a fire, the first thing I'm going to go for to make a fire is going to be a lighter. After that, a ferro rod, and that's it. Which, by the way, as most of y'all know, Tops knives usually come with its own little ferro rod. 2 magnesium, 1 ferro. As well as this nice little whistle. Each hole on that whistle has different sound as well. Anyway, now one thing I will not do, and I'm not even going to carry this with me with this knife because this is going to be an EDC knife, is carry this with me. Why? Because this knife is not going to strike a ferro rod. It's way too soft on the backside here. It's got a pretty good 90-degree spine for fine work on wood, but it's not going to strike a ferro rod. I've tried with this already, and it just didn't happen, and I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to tear up that finish. Because I really like this Black River wash finish. The way it looks is just, I don't know, there's something about it. I just really like this knife. But I do have one complaint about it, and it's not really much of a complaint, it's just a personal problem, and that's how thin, you know, that tip gets. That tip is pretty thin. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm not going to be prying things with it, I hope. Other than that, yep, dangler style sheath, and you can't just put it on your belt. It is a dangler and dangler only. So let's do we'll start off in baton with it, because I can baton with it. I'm pretty fairly confident about batoning with it, and I'm fairly confident about batoning with a big piece of wood too. Big piece of wood. But maybe not today, because this wood is wet. We'll see. Yeah. Some wet wood. It has been raining here in South Carolina a lot lately, so try this one. This is another big piece of wood, but it's also wet. We'll see how well that goes. Alright, that's just to make a point. Because, I mean, in reality, these are not meant to be axes. These are knives, not axes. But I just wanted to show you that they are worthy of batoning, and that was a big piece of wood, big wet piece of wood. So you can do it if you need to. Should always prefer an axe, or even a hatchet, or even a wedge. But anyway, let's get a look at that, that's nice. And that takes no effort whatsoever to do that with this knife. None. You know, and let's take it over to the spine. It's my son. He likes knives too. He has a little K-bar training knife he likes to play with all the time. He just doesn't have it out here right now. Yeah, I see. I mean, it's strong enough to start doing that. I'm not going to sit here and use a whole lot of energy to do that. But the spine is good enough to do that. Now, like I said, it's not good enough to strike a ferro rod. But then again, a lot of us out here don't need our knives to strike a ferro rod anyway. Because at the end of the day, we all carry, well, most of us carry a multi-tool. And your multi-tool, you can either use the file, the knife, whatever you want. It's gonna strike it. I just gotta hit it in the right spot. You know. So, who's to say you need your knife to do that anyway? See if my saw will work on that. Haven't tried it yet. Oh yeah, that works even better. So, you don't need your knife to strike the ferro rod. And like I said, me, I carry my multi-tool with me everywhere. Even if I don't have my knife on me, I have my multi-tool. You know, there's some places you can't take a knife into. But you can take a multi-tool into everywhere. But anyway, guys, this is the Baja 4.5. And I do highly, 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 highly recommend this knife. I don't think you'll be let down in any shape, form, or way. This knife right here is just a great knife. You know, just don't go throwing it into a tree or, you know, batoning massive pieces of wood that are soaking wet like I was about to try and do. But for your general use of a knife, this knife is going to serve its purpose. And then some. So, yeah. Alright guys, I gotta go. My son is calling. See you guys next time. Later.